Thinking about making a move to Jacksonville or the surrounding areas like St. Johns County? Yep, some of the best public school system in the state of Florida. And today I'm going to go over one of my favorite master plan communities here in St. Johns County. That's right, Shearwater. Let's check it out now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about Jacksonville and the areas like St. Johns County, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to tap the alerts bell so that you can be the first to know about what's going on in the area. Hi, my name is Greg, and I get people just like you that are trying to make a move to the area, whether it's 9 days, or 180 days. Give me a call, shoot me a message, or send me a text. My info is in the description below, and I love to make your transition to the area a smooth one. So like I said today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite master plan communities. That's right, Shearwater. Now, Shearwater is located out in northwest St. Johns County. It's one of the master plan communities of probably 5 that I always talk about. So now if you're out east, say Nocatee, one of the top master plan communities in America, and you're heading out west towards the river, I would tell people that you're looking at Nocatee, then some of the smaller master plan communities including Beacon Lake, Beach Walk, then heading out west you got one of the biggest master plan communities being developed right now, Silverleaf in the very beginning stages. Then you have Shearwater where we are now, and then finally Rivertown, which is on the St. Johns River. So we're just almost close to the St. Johns River, but not quite there. And we are off what we call the 210 corridor, which is going through expansion right now to relieve some of that traffic. Now, Shearwater is your typical master plan community. It has resort style living. It's a golf cart community. It has the clubhouse. It has the dog parks. It has the pools. It has one of the best gyms actually out of all the master plan communities. And right now they have 3 builders selling 60, 70-foot lots and then townhomes. But like I said, these master plan communities are not just selling houses, they're selling a lifestyle. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these amenities and the lifestyle it has to offer. So these master plan communities really do have incredible amenities. But one of my favorites on this one here particularly is the garden club. Now we got a little bit of mint, a little bit of, I don't know, is this kale curd or is this Brussels sprouts? I don't know. But this is really exciting because if you live in this community, the HOA owns this garden. You can actually rent a little patch here and actually grow natural vegetables for that healthy living. And I think this is a good description of Shearwater as a master plan community. It's a little further out west by the St. Johns River. It's probably, I would describe it as natural living. There's about 15 miles of trails back here and a kayak launch, which we'll get to next. But as well as a typical master plan community, you've got the lazy river, you have the huge resort style pool with the slide, you even have 4 clay tennis courts. I will make note there is no pickleball courts, but then you also have the clubhouse. You can rent out the clubhouse for your parties and events. So there's a lot to offer here in Shearwater. So let's go check out that kayak launch. All right, I did say kayak launch. Well, I'm sitting over here at standing at the outpost here in Shearwater. And again, things like this turtle, you'll see animals like this throughout Shearwater. Again, it just gives you that vibe of nature, and that's what Shearwater is. So down this trail behind me actually is the entryway to the creek. I think it's called Trout Creek, and that actually leads out to the St. Johns River. Now I did ask, since you have to park your car in the parking lot here behind Kurt, and then you have to carry your kayak down to the creek, or you can get one of those kayaks that have little wheels underneath it, you know, a little stand underneath, because you can't drive your golf cart down there. And I did ask him that question. But if you're a real adventure type person and you don't mind an alligator or two, that launch will take you out to the St. Johns River. Now, of course, it depends on what time of year and if you care about bugs and all those other kind of things, but that's the true nature that Northeast Florida has to offer, and it's in this community, and that's what makes it special. They do have 15 miles of trails here, and they do have a good portion of preserve as well. So if that's your thing, Shearwater is definitely the place for you. All right, so let's talk about schooling here in St. Johns County, and particularly for Shearwater, because there's a little bit of controversy going on here. When Shearwater started building, there was well, children still go through the K-5 school here called Timberland Creek Elementary, and that's at the northern entry of the community. And then for 6th through 8th, they go to Switzerland Point Middle School, and then finally for high school, they go to Bartram High School. Now those are all excellent St. Johns County schools, but in the fall of 2024, there'll be a brand new K-8 school on the southern end of Shearwater, and that will be K-8. And there'll be some rezoning going on in the fall of 2024. Now, nobody really knows where the line is going to be, but my guess is that the communities on the northern portion of the community, the more established, developed communities at the beginning of Shearwater, they'll probably continue to be zoned for their current schooling, and then on the southern end of Shearwater, or halfway through the southern end, and again, this is all speculation, don't take it for my word at all. I would do further research on that, but I have checked the St. Johns County School Board, and there's no decision yet on where that line is going to be. But I imagine all the newer developments that people are buying now on the southern end of Shearwater will be zoned for that new K-8. So if you're buying now new, then you can at least count on going to a new school if you have children in the K-8 grade level. So speaking of buying now, like I said earlier, we're in the third quarter or final phase of development here in Shearwater. As I said earlier, there are around 1,900 homes, and there's only going to be 2,900 homes. So at the end of a phase and the beginning of a new phase, there's always opportunity for incentives, and there are only 3 builders in here, and I do have my biased opinions. So I always tell people that if you are looking to buy a new home, it's always preferential to have your own representation. The builder reps don't work for you, they work for the builder, and there's so many advantages of buying new construction with a professional agent like myself that knows the community, knows the reps, can give you their opinion on the build quality and whatnot. So certainly reach out if this is of interest to you. There are some fantastic incentives in this wonderful community. If it fits your needs, check it out. And if you haven't already checked out my overview video of St. Johns County, people say it's very helpful, so I'll have it on the link at the end of this video, and I'll see you on that next video.